Welcome to today's video. Then today I am actually on Lindisfarne again, which you may well have seen me here in past videos. But today I'm in a slightly different vantage point. These upturned boats are quite the famous scene in the realms of landscape photography. Bit of a controversial location if you follow the Landscape Photographer of the Year competitions. Good few years ago now, a bit of controversy about it, but anyways, it's still a beautiful spot no matter what happened in that competition. I've shot it before, mainly in long exposure mode, passing clouds at dawn, and you get some really nice light. But today, because I have never done it before, I'm going to shoot some ICM here. So hopefully the details will stay, so you can make out what everything is, and we'll just give it a go and see what comes. Could be something, could be nothing. So yeah, over my shoulder there is the kind of rough composition, because we're wanting the castle in the background, we're wanting the boats in the scene as well. On this one here, you've got some reflecting light to deal with as well, which hopefully won't mean that the one beside it disappears in the wiggle, but we'll just have to see. It's all about positioning, and we're going to have to work hard on movement as well. So lots to think about as I kind of assess what we're going to do. It may become that all we're doing is actually photographing the boats and not the castle in the background. Well, we've given things a bit of a go. Quite encouraged by what I've captured, which is not which is a relief, because when you've got particular shapes like that, it can be tricky, because you don't want to go too abstract and then it not being actually recognisable. Also, yeah, again, I'm using the 35, like my 16 to 35 at 35mm. And obviously you can't really get any closer, but always with Lindisfarne, the castle seems that far away, but you know, Photoshop trickery, we can bring it a little bit closer to dominate the scene a little bit more if need be. But yeah, I'm quite happy being given it a real big variation of movement. Everything from just a little bit back and side, little bit and up and down. Also flipping the camera right upside down quite a bit. My God, this wind! I hope you can hear. Yeah, so like giving it, flipping the camera right upside down that way and up that way. There's been some really nice shapes appearing. So that's been quite good. I'm quite encouraged. So just gonna keep on plugging away, get as much data as I can, really, because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. It may well be a fairly straightforward ICM image where I just blend one or two images together and don't go the whole hog of fantastical processing afterwards. It could be just a quick simple blend, and we might get something very, very nice. So hopefully, because I do like to do a simple edit now and again, because I do feel that I go overboard at times. So that's what I've got so far. The sun's getting lower in the sky. I had intending stay until about sunset, but I may just head back a bit earlier. But now that I'm done here, I am not walking all the way along to the castle, so I'm going to head behind the priory, down onto the beach down there, and to see what kind of angles I can get to work with from down that way. I've kind of concentrated around the priory kind of area, and I want to get down below that, so you're basically looking back up at the island from the shore. can I just say, whilst we're walking past it, I love this view. Just looking down the Heath, down towards Lindisfarne Castle. Absolutely fantastic. And even better, that light's getting nice. It's just dropping enough, casting a bit of colour. So I'm going to drop down onto the shoreline and actually shoot along this cliff edge with the castle in the background. So hopefully that's going to work. Alright guys, again, hopefully you can hear me. The wind is a lot stronger down here on the shoreline, but coming down here it is absolutely stunning in this light. It's fantastic. I can't put across that enough. Hopefully the camera is picking it up. Lovely light being cast on the rocks here and then along the Heath and up towards the castle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot some images, but I'm not going to do it on camera because it's blowing a bloody gale here and you may not hear us, and it's probably a bit dangerous because there's lots of seaweed and stuff to slip on. So I need all my faculties working and concentrating on image making and staying safe. So I'm just going to pack the video away and I will see you when we're back into shelter. Wow, it was beautiful down there. Now what I'm hoping, because I did some various movements, and I also shot basically for the skyline, so the castle and the cliff face and the sky, and there were some really intricate, lovely foreground elements. So that where the rock are rock pools, and the way the light was casting on them was beautiful. So I've actually shot some ICM of those as well, with the idea of might put two halves together and work it that way. So hopefully that'll work. It was just so nice. It was just one of them days where I wish I had my tripod with us. Do I dare say that? And just be thinking more about landscape photography rather than purely ICM. Because when you're shooting for ICM, you're going out with that mentality, but sometimes you just see beautiful scenes that you wish you could capture normally, and obviously just haven't got my tripod with us, and therefore you've just got to make do with either just capturing some of it on video or try to hold it as steady as possible, which obviously doesn't work all the time. Right then, we're in the wind, So down on this westerly side of the island, the sun is just now going behind a cloud, so softening that light a little bit. I've come down here to have a look at St Cuthbert's Island. It's still cut off from the rest of the island, but it's the image I was thinking isn't really going to work, so abandon that plan. Now with all this wind, it's very breezy, the clouds starting to build. I think we could have done some long exposures today, more long exposures, but we'll try that for another time. There's a few nice compositions using the church and all that that would work quite nicely with long exposure, clouds moving past, giving that dreamlike feel, but we'll try that another day. Well, we're going to end on one of my favourite scenes on Lindisfarne is the ruins of the Priory Church. I just love those ruins. So many shapes there to use in ICM photography when shooting this ruin. All those shapes can interact with each other very beautifully. Also, you can just stand and marvel at it because it's a lovely spot, and when you line it up right, you've got the castle in the background as well. Absolutely beautiful location. So we're going to end it here now, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today on this very brief wander around Lindisfarne, shooting some ICM photography. So thanks for watching today. If you've enjoyed, please do leave a like, comment below, and if you want to see more, then subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to be notified when there's new content coming out, ring that bell as well. So till the next one, from a bright and breezy Lindisfarne, keep it hard, and we'll see you next time. See ya.